Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, I told you I'm going to be doing a series, and in the chair today we have the beautiful Penelope. Introduce yourself, tell us what you do, your age.
Oh gosh, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
I'm a model, I'm 26, and today I'll be sitting to have my makeup done.
And you obviously must get your makeup done so much by a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're not happy with how you look, or really?
Yeah, I think after years of being painted by lots of different people, you learn what suits your face and what doesn't. And when you feel the makeup artist doing something that you know does not suit your shapes and things and your colours, you just know that you're not going to enjoy it. And then also, if you have good makeup, then you model better.
I was going to
feel
say,
more confident, yeah.
because it must actually affect you if you look in the mirror and you're not like.
I look at the photos and I don't like them, and I'm like, great.
Really? I actually remember when I used to work on quite a lot of models, they would say that they got to the point where they refused to look in the mirror, because if they looked in the mirror and it made them feel so self-conscious, it wouldn't, like, their performance wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
So they kind of just learned how to
grin and bear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grin and bear it.
As long as the client's happy with the photos.
That's it.
And then I just never want to see them on the internet.
Yeah, you're just like, just don't tag me.
Literally.
So I am thinking today for Penelope, what we're going to do is we're going to do something that's like a bit of a smoke out, blown out eye. We actually had a little consultation before, and Penelope did say that a wing doesn't necessarily suit her eye shape, so she prefers to like steer clear of that kind of look, which works great because I think that your eye shape really would suit like a diffused smoky eye, and give you that nice like lift, and also make your eyes pop because they're such a beautiful icy blue. So we want to make that color just really stand out. And you said you also prefer like neutral, you're more of a neutral person in terms of like your color fit. Have you ever had that like palette thing done where you check your no.
It's just from what's it called, trial and error.
It's true, you know what suits you.
Yeah.
We're just going to start with moisturising, and I'm going to go in with the Tap. So this is SPF 50. I actually love this brand. It's just so beautiful. Everything that they do is stunning and very aesthetically pleasing. They do say wear your sunscreen. I'm not sure why in the UK, because we don't have sun, but you know. My mum's also in the corner just having a little chat and a tea and a coffee and whatnot.
Yeah, a shake. It's the rays, isn't it? Because the rays still
come through.
They still come through.
They do.
I mean, in the day we didn't have any of that.
I'm not going to say too much because, you know, I don't want to get cancelled, but hey ho. You can't say anything anymore, freedom of speech. What is that?
You can see from my skin that I don't get much sun, so.
Are you someone who avoids the sun, or?
No, I just lose my tan and go so. I think my natural colour is very pale.
But you know what, like, it suits you because it's your skin tone, if that makes sense.
It was made like that.
Yeah. It suits your hair colour, like, because your hair colour is really lovely, and it's actually a really nice SPF. You can feel it doesn't feel sticky. We're going to go in with, guys, I've actually become fully obsessed with this primer now. I used it in my last video when I was doing the bridal look on Melly, and oh my goodness me, it actually is stunning. I then went on to use it on my bride the next day, and wowza, I even used it on her chest, and it just looked actually unbelievable. It's such a nice base for your makeup.
Is it the Mycelic?
No, this is it's the Burberry. I want to try and show you how it shimmers because
That is nice.
it is stunning.
Yeah, it looks perfect. Put my hair out the way for you.
Thank you. Yeah, you can eat, Mum. You make all the noise and chomp about. Why are you eating the croissant still?
Not ideal for breakfast, but because we went out early in the morning, I have no choice.
Yeah.
I had a pan of chocolate this morning.
See?
Naughty.
You sound like how I eat. Pasta and pastry.
Literally carbs.
Yeah, carbs. I'm telling you, the carb diet is great.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm actually going to start with the eyes, as I did last time, because we are doing more of a smoky look, so don't be scared when you start to see the eyes look very, very glam and it doesn't quite suit the skin, but we will get there. Talk to me about your brows. How do you like them on a day-to-day basis?
I've plucked them to the shape that I want to be. I took off the bottom corner so there's less of a curve,
Okay.
and it's more of a natural lift, so it looks like
It's actually really cool. I'd look
so you don't get
awful if I did that.
I don't know, I don't think so.
Oh no.
Your brows are pretty straight anyway.
Yeah.
There's not much of a...
Oh,
I just find that the arch really dates my face. It makes me look...
really?
Yeah.
So you prefer that kind of like lifted, straight?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Just how I pluck them.
All right, so I'm gonna keep to the shape that you've done then. I'm just gonna make them slightly fuller. And I am using my trusted Benefit palette, guys, because it is fantastic, but unfortunately it does not exist anymore. So I'll put an alternative for you. We'll just do like, they still have the duos, they just don't have a palette. Eyebrows is like such a big thing now.
This makes or breaks a face.
It does, but at the same time, I do feel like there's like overdoing it, and I feel like some people overdo it, where with you it's nice that you actually don't have these like huge eyebrows because you know it doesn't suit your face.
Yeah, it doesn't suit my face. Again, trial and error.
Yeah.
Lots of experimental stages in my
Makeup.
beauty stage, beauty life.
You know what, you younger generation, honestly, you've had such a touch with like having all the benefits of Instagram and learning makeup.
Yeah. I don't know, I think I was somewhere in between because I was around when they had the foundation lips.
Oh, was you?
Foundation lips, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what, I
I
never...
was at senior school there. I think I was about... No, I wasn't. I was about 12 when the foundation lips hit.
Did you actually do them?
No. And then the comb over, the severe hair comb over.
Oh, yeah.
That was around when I was...
But you didn't actually do it, so the difference is
it was
we
the
did
older
it.
girls. Yeah.
We did it.
I was probably watching girls your age do it.
Yeah. Basically, I'm matching your brows to the exact colour of your hair, so it just looks very seamless. Yeah. I love that. Your eyebrows are actually stunning. They look so good filled in.
Thanks. I do a little bit of the dark, but...
Yeah. It's one area that, like, you know, when people lose their brows, it's such a shame because, you know, you want your leg hairs to go, you want your bikini hairs to go, but the eyebrow hairs go.
Yeah. Very true.
Do you know what I
You're
mean?
taking the wrong hair.
Yep. My mum's putting her hand up because she's one of those people that just never grew back.
Oh my goodness.
This is when my mum told me off for plucking my eyebrows.
Really?
Because she's like, look at mine, they're gone. And I hardly pluck mine. I was like, okay.
Do you know what? Thank God you didn't. I actually did overpluck mine, but I'm really grateful that they did grow back.
Yours are solid.
Thank you.
Yours are great.
My mum's, but yours suit you thin. They suit you. You look great. Couldn't imagine you with a bushy brow now.
Benefit.
How are they?
Looking pretty good.
Really symmetrical brows. Really symmetrical.
Oh yeah.
Don't me. No, because we all are. Well, we got taught when I used to work in Mac. We never have symmetrical brows. We have sister brows, and yours are pretty back. No, they're actually really symmetrical. Yeah.
I think this one's not bad. Anyway, I look at my face every day.
Well, today, so guys, I'll get onto this in another topic, but I did do some Botox again. I know we had the conversation when I did my aesthetics video. I hadn't had it for a year, but I did get some Botox, and I went for my top up today. So yeah, soon you're gonna, because this eyebrow started lifting more. Just gonna freeze that a bit. Just gonna carve out your brows now. You don't look like you colour your hair.
No.
Is that because you rather just leave it natural?
Yeah, I like my natural colour, but also I'm really, really allergic.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, super allergic to hair dye. Everyone get your patch test.
Oh my, did you get a patch test?
No.
Did you dye your hair and have a
I took
reaction?
my eyebrows and I had this full-on reaction, yeah.
Oh wow.
But I've got loads of grey, so I'm going to have to find something that's hypoallergenic soon.
You
What
have
happened?
greys?
Did you get a swelling? Like, did they swell
Yeah,
up?
they blistered and weeped in the areas that I put on the dye. And then my skin completely swelled up. And my eyes were... I couldn't open my eyes.
Oh no. Look, that is why patch tests are actually so important when it comes to hair dye and stuff like that, and eyebrow tinting.
But hair and eyebrow are different.
Yeah, I think hair and eyebrows are different.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who dye their hair, but they've had a reaction with eyebrow tint. So you should get the hair dye
100%.
for your head to patch test.
I'm allergic to PPD, which is the thing that's in brunette and black dyes, just full stop. So maybe they're allergic to peroxide, which may not be in...
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, at least you've got a really nice hair colour, so it's not...
Yeah. I just need to find a replacement dye. My parents went grey young. My brother's 2 years younger and he has loads.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's genetic. Because my friend, she was 19 and she was fully grey at 19. Fully, yeah. Every week has to dye her hair, every week.
They're in the sides. I think there's a couple there. There you go, guys.
She's exposing herself. That's very kind. If you struggle with grey hair, guys, just know that you're not alone.
You're not alone. And if you have any hypoallergenic suggestions, send them my way.
Yeah. So true. We're going to go in with our base, guys, and we are using my trusted Painterly. My favouriteest base. You've actually, I don't know if you've heard of Painterly before.
No.
It's by MAC. You'd probably like this because where you are more of a cool kind of girl, this is more of a cool base for your eyes.
Like plummy.
Yeah, it's like plummy and it's just great for like putting eyeshadow over the top or wearing by itself. But it neutralises all the colours on your eye, so you've got a clean base to start with. I bet people tell you that you kind of like look a little bit like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, a little
bit.
I love that for you, babe.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
But she's gone blonde now.
She's gone lighter for sure.
I like her dark.
Yeah. She's in a new film, isn't she?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
that's it. I haven't seen
I
it
love
though.
her.
You know what? I think that a lot of actors, though, they do actually end up finding a role that does suit them.
Yeah, they have a niche.
Like Denzel Washington, I feel like he's the same in every single film. I love him, but I feel like I know him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I know him.
In another role, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just going in now with the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, and I'm going in with the Cooler Grey just on Penelope's lid. I'm going to be bringing that up and blending it around really softly just to get those diffused edges, so nothing looks too harsh or intense. We want it to look stunning. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm creating like a base, a foundation, and where I'm diffusing out the edges, then we'll build and darken the lid because we want the lid to be the darker space for this look rather than the crease. It's quite a light grey to start with. I think this year I'm definitely leaning more towards the cool tones. It's been a while. I used to always do such warm colours on people, but I think that all is very nice. I'm actually going to mix a bit of a brown just on that lid to build. Again, it's like a neutral brown, so it's not too red and not too warm.
Another taupe.
Yes. Yeah, taupes you can see are really your colour. See, initially when I looked at you, I thought your contrast colour would be like the terracottas, the oranges,
Definitely a contrast.
It's such a contrast, but maybe like you say, it's just a bit too much.
They look full orange on me.
Yeah. Do you have any exciting jobs coming up?
Do I? Maybe, but I try not to speak about them until they happen.
Oh, I get that.
I try not to even think about them until they're
Confirmed,
set in
confirmed,
stone.
yeah.
That's just the industry. You get your hopes up and then it's like, oh, okay. So.
Yeah. You've got to be quite resilient in this like space.
Sorry guys, no exciting news there.
That's okay. We'll just keep an eye for when it happens. Where I've done the grey base, as I'm adding the brown on top, it's almost still looking really cool because the base that I've used is cooler, which I actually love. Now I'm going to take a brush with nothing on it, and this is where we really just gently blend everything out to make it a very, very seamless, smoky look. Let's have a look. Lovely. Look how much it opens your eye. Like it just looks so like big. I love seeing the process of makeup. I never get bored of it.
It's your craft, it's your art, it's what you do.
16 years, 17 years now. Time really does fly.
I'm telling you, last year I thought it was only 6 months.
No, last year was weird. But then saying that, I feel like January's been 3 months. Like, does anyone else actually feel like Christmas was a year ago? If you think about it, how could Christmas only have been a month ago?
That's so weird, isn't
That
it?
is just too odd. Like, I can't. So now I've just gone in with a very neutral, like, kind of like a bit of a mid-tone bony colour. And we're just now going around the edges of this eye to create like a nice transition. Keep it nice and smoky, but not too heavy on the edges. I do love this palette so much. It's probably one of the nicest palettes that I bought last year. And I wish I got ethereal too. They're very expensive, like they were like 70, like 80 pounds a palette. Makeup by Mario, if you see this, which you probably won't, but if you do, send holla. I've actually followed Makeup by Mario like literally from the beginning of my journey. I interviewed him once. Yeah, that was the most nerve-wracking moment. It was just so weird to be I'm not an interviewer.
I think I remember.
Do you remember? I was
Yeah.
honestly, I was really out of my depth. Like, that is just not me.
How did that come about again?
I don't know.
I
Like,
don't remember either.
just these ladies that I knew that were having him. They were just like, oh, like we need someone to interview Mario, and you know it'd be good to have a fellow makeup artist. I think I asked him like the same question 3 times because I just was so nervous. And bless him, he was very gracious. He answered the same question 3 times. I notice when you do your makeup a lot yourself, you actually choose. I feel like you go for that bit of that 90s kind of like look. Do you know what I mean?
Like an old school glam.
Yeah.
Like a natural glam.
Like a natural glam, but actually some of the tones are like that sun-kissed that you said, like the nude sticks, where they do have it is a tiny bit of like an orangey, like peachy tone.
Yeah, it's like a tan blush.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I think most of my makeup is pretty neutral and then a little bit of blush.
Do you like pink on your face?
Yeah. I mean, you should see me with a tan. It's a completely different,
Really?
completely different colour scheme. Yeah. I'm
I feel
a
like
different person.
I feel like we all look like different people with tans. Concealer of choice today, we are going in with the Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Concealer, and it's in the shade 4. Now, obviously, I would go lighter foundation-wise, but because Penelope's under eye, we all have a slight darkness under our eyes. So the theory of colour, if you go for a concealer that's so light, expecting it to cover darker areas, you end up making it look grey, because it's like putting a white piece of paper on top of a black one and it looking grey. It doesn't work. You need to almost go slightly warmer for your concealer to knock back darkness, because that's just the theory of colour. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a blending brush. We're just going to build lightly. So I'm just going in quite lightly under Penelope's eyes. How nice is that colour? That just looks perfect on you. You know what it is about the products as well? Armani products are just phenomenal. You cannot go wrong with their Luminous Silk range. It's just so beautiful. I know, like, how can you say makeup looks classy, but there's something about their formulas that is classy formula.
I agree.
It's just something about it.
I like that eyeshadow. The cream eyeshadows. That's
The
what I use.
Amazing. Also, Armani, if you see this, also, just call me.
Yes.
Just going under. And I'm not going to make this look sharp, so even though I am cleaning up the edges, we are going to go under with the eyeshadow and soften that all out. I do love using a brush under the eye, but sometimes you will get those streaks. So I would say advisable to just grab your beauty blender and very gently just press that in, just to make sure that you have a seamless blend and no lines. Looks, honestly, it makes the world of difference. So I'm just going to do the same on the chin. I do wonder sometimes whose makeup would I love to do.
Do you feel like I'd be good at doing anybody else's?
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm only good at my own face.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yes.
And the confidence of being all up in someone's face.
Yeah. I feel the opposite. So like I feel like I just wouldn't care who's on my seat. Like I would just be so confident to do them. Whereas like with myself, I'm never like as excited.
That's why you're a professional.
Yeah, and do you know what it is as well? Like more than anything, I just think like when you get given like a gift or a passion, you just. Because I used to be scared when I used to do makeup on people. I used to feel really nervous, like even sticking eyelashes on, like their eyes would be stuck together and it was just a mare. And I was like, you know what? I've got no choice. I have to just get good at this. Not for me.
It was a gift. You had it. Remember when that video? I always go about that video when you were 3.
Yeah. I was 3 years old. I think I was actually probably younger.
You might be maybe 2.5 or something.
Yeah, and I was holding a blending brush, I kid you not, blending eyeshadow on my eye like I was a professional. I just love doing makeup, not even so much like because it's work and I want to be like, you know, the best at this, but I actually just think like meeting new people and hearing people's stories and stuff is amazing. How else would you meet like so many different people from different walks of life?
Yeah.
And it is like therapy. People sit in your chair and because they don't know you that well, like they're not comfortable enough with you to like be scared to be judged, so they share things with you that they wouldn't share with a lot of people because it's like, well, this person's just going to listen to me.
So true.
You should charge a therapist for it.
So I've basically exactly what I've done on the top of Penelope's eye. I have just recreated that on the lower lash line. So I built it up with the lighter grey. I then went in with the darker grey near the lash line to just get that really nice blend.
I feel like it's not going to be appreciated on the Piccadilly line home. This look.
Hello, who knows?
Who knows?
Are you in a relationship? What I was going to say is you never know, somebody could appreciate it on the Piccadilly line.
I agree. It'd be really fun if something does actually happen.
I'd love that.
I'll send yourself with a man on the way home.
Yeah. Guess what?
Uh-huh.
We are going in with the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, Call Me, and yeah, it's a really beautiful foundation. So this is this is the shade 375. I think that because you said you're more of a neutrally kind of base, this is like a really neutral foundation. So I'm getting as close to your natural skin tone as possible.
Pale.
No, not pale. Beautiful, fair, lovely.
And interesting.
Yes. And then I will
pale.
warm up with, yeah, and I'll warm up with contours and stuff like that. So.
I can't wait to show my children my pictures.
Oh, I bet.
This is what I used to look like.
Yeah. We were so unique in our day though, Penelope, because we didn't have the social medias that people copied.
Yeah.
So we'd go out and be all like, everyone was different. But I loved to create my own outfits, and especially when it was the new romantics, and I was creative. I'd tie things with tassels and you know, my makeup, loved it.
It was a really like good like era.
Oh my gosh,
to
I
be
was so
in.
blessed. Like the music, just everything was all new. You know, 60s, 70s, 80s. It was just, yeah.
It
the
was your
best.
vibe.
It was the best.
My parents have found loads of their old photos from when they were young.
Really?
Yeah, so looking at them.
It
With
is
the,
nice
with the perms and the.
Yeah.
No,
And even
I
like
did not go down that road, I've got to say. The perm, and I'm so grateful I didn't.
I look at photos of my aunt. She's got a full-on perm,
Oh
but with
my
a
God.
straight fringe.
Oh my
love
god,
that.
I've just seen it.
I can visualise it.
You know
visualised it.
you know the one.
Yeah, 100%.
To be fair, with the straight fringe thing, I totally get that. Like I used to have my hair's naturally curly, so I used to do my hair curly, and I would always straighten the front, and it was just looking back, it's awful.
I think I used to do something similar.
Yeah, like a crispy fringe with like curly hair is just not the one. But you damage it, don't you? Bleach, colour, all of
That's
that.
the problem. The skin looks amazing.
Doesn't it?
Unbelievable.
Super glowing.
Guys, you
That
can't
is
beat an Armani.
beautiful.
I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender now and just press that in, just so it looks really natural. There we go. And now we're going to go in with a bit of a fuller coverage concealer just under the eyes to really make that look flawless. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filler. Her concealers are really nice because they have like a sandy undertone to them, so they look quite beigey. And under the eye, I always prefer that to a pinky tone. Just looks really like flattering and brightening at the same time. I'm going with my beauty blender. And I'm not going all the way under the eye now. This is just keeping it more in this little triangle here. I'm just going to take the eyeshadow brush that I used and blend that, so again you can't see any harsh edges, just to keep it very, very soft. Gorgeous. So I'm going to use the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer again, and this is in 8.75, and we're going to use this now to warm everything up. I'm going to blend it out as I go, so we're not going to see any lines. This way I can actually be more in control of how much product we are putting on. What it is with these products is they all just look like skin.
It's amazing.
They just look like skin. That's really nice. And again, you have to be quite careful, don't you? Like that things, even contours don't look too orange, right?
Yeah, I usually go for
Cool.
Western Atelier.
Biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love biscuit. I go from like truffle and biscuit.
You're a bit more tanned.
It's the U-Tan face mist. Does the job. And then just spin for it.
What do you think about the cover of the drops, the Westman Atelier drops?
I actually really like it. I think it's good coverage.
So do you think you've just got to keep applying more? Is that what it is?
No, I feel like a little goes a long way.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna. I think I've only tried it twice, and I just don't know. I think I'll try again.
Really? I do like it. The drops are good, especially when you're dry.
With the stick, how much do you apply again? Like, is it you just put the lines down on your? How do you apply it?
Now I do it from my brush.
Okay.
So I just pick it up from my brush, and you don't even need a lot. Because if you put your concealer on first, you literally just need it like around there. We're going around the perimeters of the face, in a sense, to get that natural like glow.
Oh, that looks nice.
It does.
Really nice. Wow.
It gives like a nice bit of warmth,
Yeah, definitely.
but yet it looks like
It's incredible.
a natural kind of warmth.
So nice.
Blusher wise, I'm going to be using the Merit, and this is in the shade Mood. It looks really, really deep, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up with my brush and almost use it as a wash of colour. These are balms anyway, so they're not like super, super highly pigmented if you're comparing it to like the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, but you can kind of add. And don't forget as well, like if you ever make mistakes, you always have a beauty blender to blend everything out with. I'm just going on the higher parts of Penelope's cheeks, and I'm using this shade because I feel like it's so beautifully paired with like a cooler grey taupe eye, because the plums work really well, and also plum with blue is a really complementary colour.
Skin. Do you have like a skincare regime?
Yeah.
Do you stick to one, or do you try different?
I get sent so much stuff, I do try, but I do avoid certain things. I've got very sensitive skin.
And so what do you use? What's your routine?
CeraVe cleanser. Which
Yeah.
is like a makeup remover and cleanser. I think it's cream to foam cleanser or whatever.
Yeah.
That's got that one.
It's really nice. The green one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that one. And then sometimes toner, not always.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can be too harsh. I've got really dry, naturally dry skin, so that can sometimes be too harsh. And then Dr. Rasha has a youthful serum which I use, which I also quite like because I can use it in the morning.
Okay.
I find that a lot of serums pill under makeup.
They do, yeah.
So then I only do them in the evenings and then
Sleep
they
with
just,
it.
yeah, and then they fall off my routine entirely because
You don't bother, yeah.
and then always heavy moisturisers.
What ones do you use?
I rotate between. I've got one from the Outnet.
Never heard of that.
And Tatcha, and Murad, and Dr. Jar.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Jar I've been hearing so
I
much
love.
about now.
She's got a lot of stuff with ceramides in. I
Yeah.
love anything with a ceramide, it's nice and thick.
Yeah.
Murad, there's a range for moisture and barrier protection, which is like a maroon purple packaging. Love that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Murad is
Yeah,
brilliant.
so expensive though.
It is.
But yeah, that's what I go for. And then Haru, which is a Korean brand. And they do a nice eye cream, which again is compatible with makeup.
Okay.
Because sometimes they pill under makeup as well. So
You avoid using it during the day?
no, this one works.
Oh, it works really well, yeah?
So I stick with that one.
Just spin forward just a sec.
I think that's the key. If something works, just sort of stick to it.
Yeah.
Which is hard because I'm gifted so much stuff and I want to try it all. But at the end of the day, there's some favourites
Defo.
for sure. I have to avoid retinol and vitamin C.
I can't use those either.
Yeah, it's too much on me. My skin just breaks out.
Badly. I really damaged my skin barrier though when I was using the retinols.
Yes, you did.
It was so bad. I kept using it because I thought, oh, maybe like I'm having a purge and it's gonna like transform my
It's
skin.
meant to. You're meant to have 1 week of like rubbishness and then it's meant to. You just didn't get through it.
No, it didn't work for me. I'm just gonna add some highlight. This is the Benefiting Cookie. Love this. I've been using it. As you can see, it's got a hole in it. That's how you know you like a product. And I'm not actually powdering it because I love to put a powder highlight over a cream blush because it just grabs and gives this real pop of glow. And these are like creamier highlights, so even though it's a powder, it looks like a cream when you apply it. It's just like the nicest glow. If you want, what you do is you can like kind of bring it diagonal so you get a little bit of that just on the cheek. Yeah, perfect. I'm just going to pop a little bit on the corner as well of Penelope's nose just because I love a little glow. It looks
really
very
lovely.
cute.
I'm obsessed with it, to be honest.
The highlighter.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I was always a soft and gentle.
Soft and gentle MAC.
Yeah.
Gorge. Do you use loose powders or do you prefer to use more of like a pressed powder and just set in certain areas?
I only really set.
You just set really, you don't really like bake?
Bake the whole face, no.
No, because it will make you a bit too dry?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll stick to setting. So I'm going to go and, well, this one's called Comfy and it's by Kosas. It's actually got slight bit of, again, like that like beige. So it will give a really nice neutral tone and warm up the under eye slightly because I don't like the eyes looking too bright compared to the rest of the face. I think it's nice when it all starts to like merge together and give that more of a natural blend. That looks, for me, that looks so much nicer than having anything too bright. And we just go around the nose. And I'm not actually going to go over the cheeks because we want to keep that nice balmy look to them. If you want to warm the face up very slightly, give it a real nice natural kind of warmth, but not add bronzer all over, then this is perfect. Because look at the difference. If you compare now that and how natural it looks versus like that, it just gives that little bit of warmth.
Blends it all together.
It does, yeah.
Got a pink, a peach and a yellow.
Oh, nice. Have you like started using them?
I've used the pink one.
What do you think of it?
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah. The formula of these is actually really pretty.
I'm not so brave with powders, so I've only used it slightly.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just scared of making myself look like
Dusty.
cakey, dusty, yeah. Yep.
Powder isn't as scary as people make out to be, but I think, you know what the most important thing is? The base. Because if you look glowy, even when you put some powder on, that radiance will come through.
It does come through.
It really does. I'm now going to just warm Penelope up with, it's the All Hours Hyper Bronze by YSL. This is in the shade 02, so as you can see, it's not too scary or too dark. It's just going to add a little bit of dimension to the perimeters again. And we've already put the bronzer, so you don't need too much. We put the cream bronzer, so it's just about just getting a bit more depth of colour and creating that real nice shape towards the cheekbones. And I always kind of press the powder on because, again, where we have used a cream, I don't want it to get patchy. Because sometimes you do really need that powder to finish it with bronzer. It makes such a difference.
Mm.
This is a really nice colour as well.
It is.
Because it's not orange.
It's really nice.
It's the right amount of warmth actually.
Yeah, we're looking very 70s right now.
70s.
Is it 70s?
It's 70s,
What's
not
the supermodel
quite.
era?
Oh, supermodel, 90s.
What's that, 90s now? 70s is hippie.
70s is
Yeah.
like colourful.
Okay, no, definitely not that.
And I then just go in with a slight bit more blush, just where we've powdered over that and lost a little bit of colour, just on the higher parts of the cheekbones now. And it also will give that real nice balm texture just to the cheeks. So we're bringing that like natural skin. This is why I've never been one to be like scared to use creams over powders, because I think if you use them in the right way, and also how you use your brushes is really important. You can feel it's really light. If you go heavy though, you will remove product and you will go patchy. Just going to put a bit of mascara on Penelope's lashes just before we put the falsies on. And to avoid getting mascara on the eyeshadow, always use your thumbnail. That way you can keep it nice and clean, but also really get into those roots, because that's what we want. The choice of lash is going to be the Lily Galici, and this is Lily Lashes in, these are handmade it says, but they look really beautiful. Look how beautiful they are. So they're really nice and fluffy. They go from obviously short to long, these ones, but we will give them a little chop at the front just to give it more of like a open eye look. We have just put the glue, and as always, make sure that you let it get tacky for about 30 to 40 seconds. Otherwise it will be slipping and sliding everywhere and it will ruin your eyeshadow. And we've cut them down as well to make sure that they fit Penelope's eyes. If you just look at the floor for me. Hopefully it's sticky enough where they just kind of grab onto the lash. And we've gone for something more wispy and fluffy versus long and heavy. And open for me. Are you watching Love Island?
Yeah, have been.
What's your thoughts?
None of those men are attractive.
Oh my
I was
god!
expecting that.
Really? Why are they on a reality TV show? Like, a man that's on a reality TV show is not my kind of man.
I
No.
totally agree with you.
It's true.
I'm not a hair-pleasing man.
Amen.
Amen to that. Lip-wise, what we're thinking, this is now the finisher because lips are so important. And I'm going to be using Huda Beauty's Sandy Beige, just really like lightly, and I'm going to just make sure that it's blended out, not too defined. And then we'll go in with the Tom Ford lipstick, which is sold out. They don't do it anymore. It's one of the best colours ever, but you'll see I have demolished it. But with this look, it'll look really nice. So I'll find an alternative. And I'm just slightly overdrawing, going over the invisible line. Going with a brush and really just blend that into the lip. Rhode's actually bringing out their ones very soon, which I'll
I
probably,
think I saw.
yeah,
Loads of PR.
loads of, I'm not going to get it on PR, I'll just spend loads of money on it as always, but I need to try it.
I refined it at first, no?
Yes, yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
That
I
really?
like the crystalline.
Did you try the Refy one?
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah? Is it basically just a lip liner?
They're just chunky.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm now going to go in with a Tom Ford. This is called Erogenous. I've looked for it everywhere. I really like it, as you can see. It's like the most perfect, like, nude ever. That isn't pink and that isn't brown.
Looks similar to a lipstick I have.
Oh really?
Yeah, Chanel.
Ah,
Adrian.
okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Look at that though, how like perfect nude that is. That's just crazy. Why they discontinued it, God only knows. Oh yeah.
Lovely colour.
Okay. I'm just gonna finish off now. I'm actually gonna add a bit more blush just because.
Why not?
Why
love your
not?
blusher.
You are?
Love your blusher.
I do. And look, these lights are great, but like lights will always show more. So when you're not in the light, it won't look as much. And now I'm just going to go in with, finally, a little bit of the Kosas. And if you just really blend that under the eyes, just to make sure it sets the concealers. Going in with the Fenty Beauty, and this is called Makeup Extending Setting Spray. It's called You Mist, and it's new. I used it on my bride recently, and it's actually stunning. As setting sprays goes, this one feels quite like, you can really feel it. It doesn't feel like a mist. It feels like a spray. But yeah, we'll just let that dry and set.
On there.
Yeah, it's on there.
It's on there.
How do you feel? Do you like it?
Yeah. It's hard to tell in this.
I
Look at
know.
this.
Let me give you a mirror so you can have a little look.
So nice. Yeah, I hope I find a husband on the Piccadilly Road.
Yeah, I know.
He's good, yeah.
I think it looks
Or
amazing.
maybe 5.
That's it.
It looks so good.
Oh my
This doesn't do it
gosh.
justice.
Do you know what it is?
It's
Like,
a shame.
I know, I never feel like.
Times this look by 10. This is what it looks like.
I think
See, thank you, you heard it here,
I
guys.
think
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yes.
People need to see that.
Yeah.
And its glory.
To feel like you look good in person is amazing.
Yeah.
That is, I can see it firsthand and it's spectacular. It's flawless.
Yeah, it really is
Beyond.
flawless.
Yeah, honestly, that's incredible.
Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I think Penelope looks absolutely sensational, and you heard it from her mouth, it doesn't even do justice, but honestly, like, it's just such a stunning look, and I feel like it suits you, your skin tone, your palette perfectly.
Yeah.
You look great, and I really, really appreciate you being a model. You have been
Thanks for having me.
fantastic. Thank you for coming. Don't forget guys to like, subscribe, comment and turn your notifications on. Thank you so much for your support as always. Sending you lots of love. Mwah. Blow them a kiss. There. Bye guys.